It's been 4 years since I left the capital wasteland. 4 years since Dad died. And 4 years since Vault 101 shut its doors on me for good. Funny how something can feel like a lifetime ago and yesterday at the same time. Back then, I was just a kid who read too many terminal entries and thought he understood the world because he could quote pre-war science manuals. I thought knowledge alone made you strong. Out here, knowledge just keeps you alive, long enough to learn better. After the Enclave fell and the Brotherhood of Steel took over the Purifier, I figured my part in DC was done. I told myself I needed a fresh start, somewhere without ghosts, without expectations. So I headed west. Turns out the wasteland does not care where you go. It just changes the scenery. Every town has its own war. Every road has bones buried beneath it. You stay too long, you get involved, and when you get involved, people die. I learned that lesson enough times to stop pretending I could fix things everywhere I went, so I kept moving. For a while, I found something close to peace working for the Mojave Express, courier work. Simple. Pick up a package, drop it off, do not ask questions. It suited me. No routes, no attachments, just miles of cracked highways and the hum of the desert wind. I ran routes from Vault City down to the Boneyard, seeing them in person stripped away whatever romance I might have imagined. Still, it was honest work. And for the first time in a long while, I was not running from something. I was just moving forward. I told myself that was enough. Then came the job. A simple delivery, they said. High priority, but nothing unusual. Just a package. A platinum chip. It did not seem like much at the time. I have carried stranger things across worse stretches of land, but something about it felt different. The kind of different you do not notice until it is already too late. If there is one thing the wasteland has taught me, it is this. There is no such thing as just another job. My name is Mordecai, and this is my second tale of two wastelands.
Hello, and welcome to a sort of brand new series on the channel for Fallout New Vegas. We just recently finished Fallout 3, and combined with the TTW mod, we are now going to begin New Vegas proper, and I am so excited. I do have to talk over this because this is copyrighted music. I'll shut up when Benny starts talking here, but man, it has been a long time coming. We've been playing Fallout 3 for 8 months or so, and I'm excited to bring Mordecai to the New Vegas Strip. If you are new to the channel, don't feel obligated to watch the Fallout 3 series. This is going to be very, very standalone. The main thing that's transitioning between the two series, Fallout 3 and New Vegas, is our character and the perks that we picked in the first game. So that might make us a little bit overpowered to start. I'm a little worried about that.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
The great Khan on the right. He always just distracts me. He's like tweaking out. And it just makes me laugh every time. But yeah, welcome to Fallout New Vegas. One of my favorite games of all time.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Mordecai, same as it ever was.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
It looks good. I wish I could change my hair from here, but it seems like I can't, so yeah, that's fine.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Sprint.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Surprised anybody'd want to tangle with you. Heck, you could go Deathclaw hunting with a switch.
I know I'm a legend.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Yeah, so I obviously have some mod. It might be TTW, might be Benny Humbles You, that just lets you skip the majority of this little
Here,
intro.
These are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay, so first things first, we're going to grab some items here. Most of Doc Mitchell's house has been changed to purchasing, or is considered stealing if we want to crouch. We're not going to steal from Doc Mitchell. He is a good man who helped us basically not die, so it always feels wrong stealing from the old man. We are, however, going to dump 99% of this junk here in the mailbox because the game gives you a lot of free stuff. A lot of free stuff that I don't really want. I want this to be as difficult as possible for as long as possible within reason. We are not going to set all of our special stats to 1 and our skills to 1 like we did with Fallout 3. We're going to let some of that persist over. I just don't want all of this extra gear. You know, we'll keep the stim packs, doctor bags, and a pistol, pretty much, and the clothes we have. So let me put these on really quick. And there you have our starting equipment. I have a really, really cool armor mod that relates to what we're wearing right now, our little Mojave Express outfit, our courier outfit with the little canteen. And of course, we have a bandage on our head because we were just shot in the head very recently. So, you know, that kind of hurts. I really, really like the look of this all. I also shaved off our beard that we were carrying in Fallout 3 for a while because I do like the look of Mordecai just like this, clean shaven. He just basically got out of a coma, so I like to imagine he shaved right after. New start, new look, new Mordecai. So, if you are new to the channel and to this series, we played Fallout 3 until level 53, I think. And at the end of that, all of our skills were essentially 100, if not 90 or so. Basically, we were fully maxed out at that point. I had set all of my skills and special stats to 1 to make the early game as difficult as possible for the longest amount of time. And it worked, and we suffered, and we died about, if you look on the left-hand side here, 321 times. So I feel like I've paid my dues in that regard. Now, I'm not going to leave my stats at this high of a level. It's a little bit too much, honestly. I think I'm going to set all of my skills to about 15 right now, so give me a moment here. So there you have our skills all set to about 15. I feel like that's fair. We're level 1 again. We're going to get a lot of XP. We're going to be leveling up like crazy. The things I'm not going to change include our perks. We took a lot of perks and we gained a lot of perks from doing quests in Fallout 3, and I'm just going to keep them. I think it's going to throw the balance of the game incredibly out of whack, but I'm okay with that. I said it in the Fallout 3 series, but these games are not very balanced in the first place. So even though we have all of these perks, it's not really a big deal at the end of the day because Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, every Bethesda game is very, very easy. It's very easy to get overpowered in this game. You could be level 5 in Fallout New Vegas and take on pretty much every enemy in the game as long as you had a good enough gun. So we're keeping our perks. The main one right here that we have is called Head Trauma, and this is from the Benny humbles you and steals your stuff. So we came to New Vegas essentially naked anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, this mod has it where Benny takes all your stuff and you go back to level 1, and it also lowers your skills, but I lowered them more just because. You get this head trauma thing, which actually cripples you pretty hard in pretty much every attribute. Your health recovery, weapon spread, attack, reload, run speed, AP speed, yada yada yada. And I think the only way you can get rid of it is by leveling up enough. Essentially gaining your perks back. I don't think we get any XP from it, which is nice. I got rid of all the perks that gave me bonus XP. So I took Swift Learner and some other ones that gave me bonus XP. I removed them. I don't want to level up super fast, even though I think it'll happen anyways, because New Vegas hands out XP like candy. The other thing I'm not going to change are our special stats. And this also has the potential to throw things out of balance very, very quickly, I took the almost perfect perk at the very end of Fallout 3, something we worked towards the entire playthrough, and it feels cheap to just reset that right now, because that was the whole goal of Fallout 3, was to hit almost perfect, so when we got to New Vegas, we could have some good special stats finally, and we can take interesting, good perks finally. Our strength is 10 because we have the Ant Might perk from Fallout 3, but everything else is 9. Again, it's going to make things very easy, I think, but this game is not very difficult. Anyways, without any further explanation, while we just stand here doing nothing, let's go and talk to Sunny Smiles. And wouldn't you know it, it's our good old friend from Mothership Zeta, whatever. He's come all the way to Good Springs. That's kind of funny, actually. Okay, let's go inside. You're going to see a lot of new things. I think they're just added by quest mods. I'm super excited for that aspect of this.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
She better not, or I'll kill her. Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
I don't know if I should be handling any firearms, considering I was just shot in the head, but
Now,
sure.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
So, something you can do here, and for fun I'll show it off, not that we really need to, but she just gave us a varmint rifle. You can drop all the ammo on the ground.
Everything all right?
I'm out of ammo.
Yep, I'd say you're getting a little trigger happy there. Try to slow down a bit. Concentrate on hitting your target. Here, go easy on it now. Ammo can be hard to come by out here.
The biggest lie ever told in Fallout New Vegas. Ammo is not hard to come by.
That's the right idea. Try crouching down. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
You'd be
Tell you what,
surprised.
I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
So your default reaction to this, or at least mine is to just hit skip tutorial, because, you know, I'm not an idiot. I know how to play a video game. But I've learned throughout my extensive playtime of New Vegas, if you don't go with Sunny on this little mission, this little excursion, you cannot ever reach idolized reputation with Good Springs, which kind of sucks. Good Springs isn't the best town in the game, but there are two merchants here. You have Doc Mitchell and you have the general store, which aren't bad shops at all. So this is definitely worth doing just to get Good Springs idolized, so you get really good prices buying and selling stuff, at least in my opinion. Plus you get a bunch of free ammo, you get some free XP,
Hear
and
that
it's
up on
not
the
too
ridge behind me
long.
there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Nice, okay.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
I actually don't see any. I mean, I know the quest marker's there, but oh, he's blending in pretty well. Well, Vats is OP, so there you go. That's what I'm saying. New Vegas, Fallout 3 are not difficult games. Unless you just get some extremely high difficulty mods to alter like every aspect of it. These games are not difficult. Even Dead Money, I would say, is not on the difficult side. And that has a reputation for being pretty difficult, but it's really not too bad, especially if you're a higher level. Okay.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Yeah, sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Yeah, she just gave us 60 rounds. Definitely worth doing this real quick, just for that reason alone. Not that we don't really need it. I mean, the varmint rifle is kind of garbage past killing geckos and rad roaches, but free ammo is free ammo. So we will do it. We do want to try to get the kill so we can get the XP, of course, since we are very desperate for XP. Gonna come down here. Isn't there a lady being murdered down here? Yeah, there is. Okay, well, let's try to save her. because I think you have to if you want to get idolized reputation. Up, up, there we go. I don't know what Sunny Smiles is doing.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Thanks. And that's always handy because we are playing hardcore mode just like we did in Fallout 3.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah, sure.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
You could do that. You could go very, very far away to get those ingredients for her. Or you can be smart and just walk 2 feet in this direction and get them anyways without having to go as far as she wants you to go. I think there is, yep, there's one of these up here, xander root, and there is a brock flower. I cannot hit a gecko to save my life. Oh my gosh. I'm a little rusty, I guess. I got a shot in the head. Cut me some slack, all right? Yeah, and the brock flower is right here. So no need to walk all the way back to Good Springs. Just walk up the hill a little bit. We actually got it faster than she could walk to the campfire. That's pretty funny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine.
Just fine.
All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
All right, I need you guys to be honest with me. Have you ever made healing powder outside of this tutorial? And have you ever used it before?
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Well, we wouldn't want to be upsetting Trudy, would we? Okay, so somewhere over here, yep, there he is.
Oh, thank goodness! You, come here. Can you help me?
So this guy is the first example of a mod I have installed called Brave New World that goes around the Mojave wasteland and revoices many NPCs, including Mr. Barton Thorne here. What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's gonna die.
Where is she?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
So one of my biggest complaints about New Vegas is the voice acting. Many of the voice actors are horrendous. Like some of the worst voice acting I've ever heard in a game before. Fallout 3 has some stinkers, but most of the time they're okay. New Vegas has so many bad voice actors, and that guy is a good example of one of them. Normally, when he comes up to you, he sounds like this. He goes, "My girlfriend's up on the ridge. The geckos are gonna kill her. Help me." And it just really bothers me. Now, this is a mod I added sort of at the last minute. I think I had heard of it before, but I'd kind of forgotten about it. And then I saw it again. I'm like, you know what? To mix up the game just a little bit for me and for you guys who have played New Vegas a lot too, let's give them some new voice actors. Let's make characters sound new and different and potentially better. They might not all be better than the originals, but I feel like there's a pretty good chance they're somewhat better. Some of the vanilla voice actors are so bad. All right, let's switch to the pistol because the varmint rifle is absolute garbage. Now we are going to get piles of XP because this is New Vegas, but we're also going to get piles of XP because this is a character imported from Fallout 3. So a lot of, I forget what they are, honestly, challenges might be halfway finished because, you know, we did some of them in DC. So we might just get a bunch of XP at random intervals, and that would be why we did just level up. So let's use that right now. I am going to stick everything into lockpicking to start here, and there's a reason for that. We need to get it up to about 50, and then we'll be in the clear. I also changed it so we get a perk every 2 levels, which is the default vanilla behavior of New Vegas. When we were in Fallout 3, I set it to a perk every level. Because our special stats were so low, I knew we'd have to spend copious amount of perks on intense training. So now that we've had our specials set to 9, we don't need that anymore. So every 2 levels we'll get a perk. I think the first one I'm going to take is actually Lady Killer, because this has a ton of unique dialogue options. Plus it just makes you deal a little bit more damage, so good perk to have. I think we had the male equivalent of it. I forget what it's called. Something Bachelor, or I can't remember. Good perks to have, just extra damage and dialogue options. Okay, we're kind of getting rocked by geckos right now. See, even though our special stats are as high as they are, we can still die pretty easily if we get shot by a powerful gun or we get swarmed by enemies like this. It's not impossible for us to die. I don't know if it's TTW or some other mod I have that sort of rebalances the damage enemies do, but it was pretty much a constant problem in Fallout 3. Despite whatever armor or level we were always kind of getting beat up by different types of enemies, even into the late game. Let's, nope, we cannot. Our repair is not high enough. Let's just watch out for them then. 10mm pistol, nice. And some bottle caps and some food, I'll take it. And what is this? Okay, so this is a mod I have inspired by the Stalker games called Stashes or Dead Man's Stash or something. Puts backpacks all across the wasteland that you can find little notes to get marked on your map. We apparently seem to have just stumbled on one right here. I'm a little hesitant to pick it up because this is some pretty good loot. I'm not going to take everything here. But yeah, so we should be able to find those around the wasteland. Just a little bit of a treasure hunt. Let's not step on that bear trap. Just a little bit of a treasure hunt for us to go on sometimes if we find notes and whatnot. I thought it was pretty cool.
Thanks for clearing out them geckos. Now I'll get to that stash.
Yeah? Is that your big grand plan? Oh no, you failed. Imagine dying to a varmint rifle. I guess Barton Thorn is kind of a varmint, so it does make a little bit of sense there. All right. Well, let's head back to Good Springs and talk to Trudy. And actually, let's talk to Sunny Smiles too, because she'll give us some free stuff. Or is she not in here yet? She might not be in here.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Mordecai does not look well. Why is his mouth open? Hey, what's up?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Thanks. Who's that man you were arguing with?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
What was the argument about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do about it?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Okay. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Those scumbags. Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Are there creatures that don't get mad when you shoot them? I'd like to know. So, where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Okay, want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Oh, I'd love to listen to the radio too. Unfortunately, copyright laws do not allow.
Be careful out there.
Be careful out there. All right. Yeah, so you'll notice that sort of iconic characters or voices are not changed. Trudy's the same, Sonny Smiles is the same, Doc Mitchell's is the same. It doesn't overextend itself. It doesn't... Who the heck are you?
Delivery.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't change everything. People like Caesar will still have his voice, of course. It'd be really terrible mod if it changed something like that. It just changes minor characters who are voice acted horribly, who otherwise don't have a crazy big impact, at least from the mod description. I guess we'll have to see as we go here. I don't know what happened to Sunny. I hope she's not dead. She's not in the saloon yet. I mean, I know I fast traveled over here, but I figured she would teleport. Oh, there she is.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Yes, I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Well, Easy Pete's an idiot, so that makes sense. Okay, I know what magazines are. I know what bobby pins are.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Okay, I'm a long way from home. I need information about the areas around Goodsprings. So this is part of a mod I have that changes some of the dialogue you can choose. It doesn't change, I don't think, what they say, but it adds a little bit of roleplay if you're coming from DC like we are. I'm a long way from home.
Sure, what do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
And what kind of critters do? Two of you have said the same line now. What critter likes to get shot? A masochist? NCR?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west. Fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
That's the spirit. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Let's go.
Until next time.
Howdy.
Yeah, so Mordecai would potentially know what the NCR and the Legion are if he's been working in this area as a courier for a year or two. So we don't need to ask all of those dialogue options. I'm going to assume if you're watching this, you have played New Vegas before, and even if you haven't, maybe you've watched the show, something, you know who the NCR and the Legion are at this point. I don't need to exhaust all dialogue options to have that explained to us, and neither does Mordecai. He might know a little bit here. Let's go talk to Ringo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. I'm not the enemy, if that's what you're asking. I only just arrived here a short while ago.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I did last time I played. I actually taught myself how to play it. It's not as terrible or difficult as all the jokes and memes make it out to be. It's honestly not that bad.
It's a 2-player.
And I think he gives us a free game, or a free deck. So we'll take that. Did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you going to do about them?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay, so normally I might consider looting some of the stuff here. But yes, just like Doc Mitchell's house, a lot of this has been changed to stealing, so we're gonna have to wait for Ringo to leave before we can take some of this stuff. I guess it's his. He brought all this with him. Okay, so let's head to the schoolhouse first and get some free XP, get some magazines, because we're going to need them. All of our skills are 15, which means technically speaking, we can't pass any of these skill checks except for a lockpicking one, but I don't think there is a lockpicking one, so we're looking for magazines. Hello?
You need to be careful. It's dangerous out here.
Yeah.
See that you do.
Okay.
Till our trails cross again, partner.
Is it because my health is low? Maybe. Another magazine. Okay. I do have some house mods. I think a couple of them are here in Good Springs. So I think this school here is one of them. You can like rebuild it and retrofit it and make it look all nice again. I'm okay not doing modded stuff until we sort of establish ourselves here. That's kind of the plan. Once we've got a foothold, we'll start checking out modded quests. Just depends on the level of them, but yeah, right here. I think that starts the rebuilding the schools one. Yeah, after school special, yep. Yeah, once we get a foothold, we'll start doing some modded quests, but I do want to push just the vanilla game for a little bit until we're in a better position. Anything good in here? Not really. Okay. Okay, so we need to get in here. We can use lockpicking or science. I think we can just pick this normally, right? Yeah, there you go. We didn't have to use a magazine. Good. And we get some random crap. I will take it. I will take it. Got some magazines in there. Some of them might be able to help us. I should check all these mailboxes just in case. That is a quest mod for sure. Lots of quest mods here, I guess. Makes sense. Good Springs is a nice little town. We'll grab that lunchbox.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I'm going to help Ringo take on the Powder Gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Oh, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Awesome, we can do all of that.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, so I am going to steal some stuff here. I want these magazines to help us convince people. Kind of want to see what's in this safe as well. It's pretty hard locked. Okay, so for Trudy, do we have a fixing things? We do. So let's go fix her radio first, because we're a good guy. An examination of the radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working. There you go. And we will use a speech book.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Okay, I fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
No problem.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
Yes, you should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Sure, I can do that.
Be careful out there.
Okay, so Trudy's on board. I don't think... Do we have an explosives book? No, we do not. So we can't get Easy Pete. That's fine. I don't really want the dynamite. Let's get Chet really quick.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
That's another thing I have never, ever used. Surplus ammo. You just don't need it. This game craps out ammo at you, unless you have some mods, obviously. You don't need to use crappy ammo in this game, ever. It's just like healing powder. What a piece of crap. Let's sell that to him. I don't want it. I was going to buy some ammo, but we found that stash with a ton of 9mm, so we don't really need it. I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Oh, crap. Right. We forgot to use the barter book. I think we can still convince him, though. This one.
You looking to buy some supplies?
All right, help me out. Let them take over the town, then. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Yeah, whatever.
Take it easy now.
We're not going to use that leather armor because we have our own unique armor that's way cooler. So there's still Doc Mitchell. We can go talk to him real quick. We will use our medicine book here. Physician Weekly.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for your health. The town's going to be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help me?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
They'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
What a nice guy.
You take care now.
Okay, so there is one other person we can ask. I guess I'll do it just to show it off. I bet a lot of people have never seen this. Doesn't actually matter in the actual fight, but hey, let's go talk to Victor, see if he'll help us out. He seems like a homie.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Are you decent in a fight? I could use more firepower if you have any.
Trouble with rustlers, huh? Count me in, partner. Those varmints will be running home with their tails between their legs soon enough.
Nice. Also, thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Okay, do you know those men who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. Happy trails!
Okay, yeah, so he said he'll help us. Unfortunately, he doesn't actually show up. Spoiler alert. Let's go talk to Ringo and do this fight, and then we'll call it there for today. Let's also heal up. Jeez, those geckos, man. Giving me the business. All right, you ready to go?
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
She sure did.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Nope, let's do it.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
You better be.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Let's go.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
So this fight is very, very easy. Obviously, it is the game's little tutorial starter quest. We honestly could take them out all by ourselves, especially with our pistol. Going to try to save everybody. Usually it's fine. I wonder if Paulson will actually help us. He might. It's another gun in the fight. Guess we'll start with the varmint rifle because they are pretty far away. Well, one of them was Joe Cobb, so he took 3 bullets to the head because he's an idiot, but we got some of them. There's Joe Cobb. We're trying to get all the kills for the XP. Hey, Paulson is helping us. Nice. And they're all dead. They suck. Oh no, the powder gangers don't like me anymore. Whatever will I do? Nobody cares. Ooh, and we get a 357. That's worth doing it.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Okay, we'll take all their stuff. Oh yeah, we get fingers from them because they're evil. We also just got a stash note. That is the mod I was talking about. That's inspired by the Stalker game, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, and we got another level up. Let's go up here to the graveyard before we end the video. It's a bark scraping, I believe, right here. Yep. And he's stuck in the rock. Good effort, my friend. Not good enough, though. And some bloat flies have spawned in. You can actually come up here, I think, before you do that Ghost Town gunfight, and these enemies aren't here, so they like spawn in right after, or maybe it's after you talk to Victor about it. When he marks it on your map, I don't actually know. I know I've come up here before and there are no enemies. Man, we are not hitting anything. There we go. Oh wow, you're gonna show me a cool cinematic and have me miss, huh? Come on. Go away. There we go. Apparently there's another enemy somewhere, but I do not see them. So here is our grave, and next to our grave we find a bullet-scarred hat, which is our hat actually, since we got shot in the freaking head. We're also going to grab these distinctive cigarette butts, and I don't see Mordecai digging up graves, so we don't really need a shovel. It's tempting from a player point of view, but you know, we're not an evil guy. And there's apparently a note on this grave. This note reads, "Here lies Tess Hayden, our beloved little angel. Rip in pepperonis." So, with Ghost Town gunfight finished, Goodsprings essentially done quest-wise until we pick up some modded quests. I am going to end the video there for today. Just a little introduction into New Vegas. I am extremely excited to play this game. we are going to take it slow. We're not in a rush, sort of like we weren't in Fallout 3, but I was in a rush to beat Fallout 3 so I could play New Vegas, if that makes any sense. But now that we are here, there is no rush at all. We are going to have a ton of fun. I've installed a ton of quest mods. We're going to be very thorough with this game. We're going to do as many quests as we can find and just enjoy our time in the Mojave Desert. I hope you are as excited for this series as I am, and I hope you'll join me next time. If you have made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking, subscribing, and hyping up this video because it is the first of a series. I do like to ask you guys for a hype so this video gets pushed even more than it normally would. It does go a long way. Anyways, thank you for watching and peace out.